When Justin Rhodes visited Karl Hammer's chickens, all 600 of them, he fed them with compost. Pretty cool idea. And we do that here in our homestead. But we only got 6 mouths to feed. So we really don't need the big heaping mass of compost. But what we do need is something outside the box to continue to feed our chickens year round. Compost is just a small integral part of feeding our chickens. You want to know what the other integral part is? Well, think about this. You can take 100 pounds of grain and turn it into 300 pounds of food for your chickens. 100 pounds of grain and turn it into 300 pounds of food for your chickens. How do you do that? You do it by creating fodder. Look at this. This is green, lush, nutrient-dense fodder. And you can do it at home with a couple buckets and a bag of seed. You can go from seed to feed in 8 days. And Starry's going to show you how. This is what fodder looks like when it's sprouted. It is a dense mat of rich green sprouts. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? And the great thing about fodder is it really has like a twofold nutritional benefit. First, fodder is very nutritious. Sprouting grains actually unlocks and amplifies all the nutrients which are stored in the seed. And, that means your vitamins and your proteins and your fats, they all get released from that seed. So it's just so much more beneficial than just straight grain. And that's why we do fodder here on our homestead. And the other second fact to remember about fodder is that it minimizes anti-nutrients found in grains. Anti-nutrients can cause digestive and malabsorption problems in our chickens, just like human beings with gluten. Too much grain, not good. And fodder can help unlock that and help your chicken's digestion and nutritional intake. How do you go from seed to feed? You use buckets. We just found that using the 5-gallon buckets was the most frugal and economical and accessible way to do fodder. So get yourself at least 4 to 6 buckets. Take all but one of the 5-gallon buckets and drill holes like this on the bottom of them. And then you're going to take your grain. Now, I love doing oats because oats is really easy to sprout, but you can also do such things as barley and wheat. I find that wheat is a little bit slower. And then you're going to take and scoop in the bucket with no holes your grain, and then you're going to fill it up with water and fill it up to cover it nicely, just like this. There you go. And then you're going to soak your grain overnight. After 24 hours, then you are going to drain that water out of that bucket by using one of your other buckets with the drain holes. And then after all the water is drained out, you are then going to take your other buckets with the drain holes and layer that seed 1.5 inches thick on the bottom of those buckets. Then after you've separated your grain in the buckets, All you simply do, and this is the cool part, is take those buckets and stack them one on top of the other, just like this. And this, my friends, is your fodder system. So easy. And then what you're going to do is come out every day and water your fodder system. Now here's some real quick tips that you only get from doing the fodder system. Tip number 1, some of the grains have a tendency to get a little moldy. Yes. So in order to avoid this, all you need to do with the water that you are using to pour over your fodder system, add just a little bit of bleach to it. Just a little bit of bleach. And then that will eliminate the tendency for some of the sprouting grains to get moldy. And number 2, also keep your fodder system in a cool area. We sprout throughout the year. So if you have a garage that's cool in the summertime, keep it in the garage. We have a shop. So I come out here and I pour the water over my fodder system, and then quickly I bring it right back into the shop because it's nice and cool in the shop. And fodder likes a certain temperature. Not too hot, not too cold. And then you will notice within a couple days your grain sprouting. And then within an average of 8 days, because that's the average, my oats take about 8 days to sprout. You will go then from seed to feed. Right? Seed to feed. And create from 100 pounds of seed to 300 pounds. And save yourself so much money. I'll tell you what, those eggs now are going to be more valuable than you ever thought. Okay, my friends, remember, you don't need to be a Karl Hammer with 600 chickens, yikes, and a big compost pile to feed your chickens. Even if you have a couple, the fodder system is something that you can start doing today to make your chickens really happy. You know what? Justin Rhodes really needs to come out here and see how we are frugally and debt-free creating so much of our food here for our chickens and ourselves and the dogs and everybody else. So hopefully this frugal, self-sustainable tip for your chickens will make your chickens happy and make you happy. Make your pocketbook happy. All right, keep coming back for more tips, and God bless you, friends.